SQL part in a different way, right? How to learn this, like how to learn this SQL and how to use SQL inside the Python. That's the object of our session, right? So can you see this SQLite tree as Python as S? So S is the alias name for my SQLite, right? Right?
Yeah.
Let me share my that. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as SQLite is concerned, what it is a C language library, small, fast, right? It is small, right? Fetching data set speed is bit faster here, and we have the fast data set equal on the database engine, right? So in market we have different engines in Python, right? So what are these engines? Let's say we have MySQL, right? And we have MS SQL, right? So there are certain differences in between these servers name, right? If you go for these services, you will find certain differences. Can you see? So this is the difference between MySQL and SQL Server. So SQL Server is defined by Microsoft, but MySQL is defined by some other company, right? And we have certain differences over there, right?
Yeah.
Right? But basic commands are almost same, right? I would say 90 to 98% commands are almost same, right? Can you see in the both these conditions, MySQL server and when we talk about MySQL, almost they are same, right? They are having same kind of structure.
What's UUID?
UUID, where this GUI.
In MySQL.
So it's used for general global unique identifier, right? So you want to fetch the identifier of any certain table, then you will have to run this code and it will find all the identifier there, right?
We learned the MySQL server, right?
Yes. So it's a valid for both these, but syntax is entirely different. In here, let's say in MySQL server, you write for the current date and time, you write get date, but in MySQL we write now. But the logic of these two commands are almost same, right? So we have let's say you said global identifier in, right? So So it's a global data type in SQL Server is represented by unique identifier data type, which is stored 60 bytes binary. A GUID is a binary number, and it main use is as identifier does mistake. Right. So that's around here about comment box, right? But these two are different companies, there's different consortiums, I would say, right? But apart from these two, we have another code that's a SQLite. Why we are using SQLite 3? The reason is because SQL, MySQL and MS SQL, though both are very heavy server or very heavy kind of operational behavior they are consisting of, right? They have really big processing. They have big kind of mammoth kind of operation there. But so that would be very difficult to fetch all the data set from the big kind of consortium to my Jupyter notebook. For this purpose, we need fast, small, self-contained, and high reliability, fully features database engine. So this database engine is called SQLite. And why we are using three? Because three is the version name. But SQLite is having different versions. So specifically, I'm using SQLite 3 for my integration with my Python. This is kind of like kind of library which we have inbuilt in the Python, right? Like we have pandas, we have NumPy, we have matplotlib in order to draw any graph. Have you observed that one? Can you connect the dots?
Yeah.
Similarly, we have SQLite 3. Now, in going to establish dialogue between my SQLite server with my data set database.sqlite. So what is this database SQLite and what is this table? Let me run this one. So this CONA is kind of connection, right? So what is the connection here? Let me open my page here. So when we talk about this uh, this first parameter, this is the entirely different, right? When we have another label, this is the label here. Then when we have this point, when we have this point, right? Okay, let me write this one, right? So this is our operating system, right? This is my operating system, and here we have multiple values, right? This is like this might be Windows, this might be iOS, this might be Linux, right? So inside this operating system, there are servers, right? I'm having servers, right? Inside these servers, I'm having databases, right? So multiple databases might be there, right? It's not the same. We have multiple databases. Inside this database, I'm having multiple tables, right? So what are these tables? These tables might be, let's say, employees table, right? This might be a ticket kind of table, right? This might be uh, like play store data set, right? This might be like yeah, national nationality, right? So different kind of data tables are might be there in a certain table, right? Can you see this
Okay.
one, right? So
Yeah.
this is kind of hierarchy. I'll show the realistic part also. So here we have certain bodies, right? But I'm having some. I want to connect all these values, all these operating system servers, database, right? So for this, what we are using exactly, we are using SQLite 3, right? So SQLite is part of all these things, right? We have all these encapsulated inside these SQLite, right? But here we have something else. What it is? Something. We need to connect this something with our Python, right? So we want to establish dialogue between Python and the SQLite 3, right? So there should be some connection in between Python and SQLite 3. So what is this connection? Is Python or Jupyter Notebook or Anaconda is entirely different, stored somewhere else, and this SQLite is stored somewhere else, right? Did you get this point?
Can you repeat that?
We had this SQLite 3. This is a single body. Can you see?
Yeah.
This is the entirely different body, right? And when we talk about this one, right? This is the entirely different body. On the left hand side, we have SQLite, and how SQLite works. It's having this operating system. It's having then servers. Then it's having database name. Then it's having tables, right? Over
Yeah.
these tables, when you go inside these tables tickets, then you apply that select star from ticket, select star from placed, select star asterisk from national, select star from employee. Did you recall all these commands?
Yeah.
So that query is not as simple as it's showing, but here we have certain hierarchy. But this is entirely different platform, I would say, entirely different environment. And this Python and Jupyter notebook is entirely different. Here we have Jupyter also, where we need to connect this entirely together, right? So I need to connect this Python Jupyter with my SQLite 3 or MySQL or uh, this one. Did you get this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show one more thing. Here we have SQL Server. So this is a Microsoft SQL Server management. This is an entirely different software. Like Java is .NET, both are different. Like your website and my like USA, Indian Railway, USA Railway, and Indian Railways are entirely different websites, right? So they need to connect between these two, right? Similarly, we have Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Can you see at the left hand side? What is this one? This is the server name. Can you read this server name for me?
Laptop 4
Yes.
um
So it's a unique in entire world. So for you, this might be different server. Inside this server name, can you see databases here? I'm having
yeah.
different Sachin and entire database here. You can create more databases. Let's say I go to connect and new query, and then I go to connect, create different database. Inside this database, can you see tables over here? The tables are showing like employees, then laptop, then models, persons. And if you recall, we write query, individual query for these tables, right? We do not write query directly for the databases. We do not write query for servers. We do not write query for operating system. We write query. Let's say I'm writing new query here inside my SQL Server domain. I'll have to choose my database first, right? So here I'm having Sachin database. Inside this Sachin, I'm going to select a string from laptop. So it's showing laptop here and just execute. It's showing my table content, but it's a table content. But once I am fetching this database, here is a big history. So what's a big history? I'm working at this leaf node. Can you see this leaf node? This is the leaf node. You're writing your
Yeah.
query at this leaf node. But we have certain upper root level also. Here is operating system, then servers. You just read about the servers that what is the server name here? Laptop 44B. That's the server. And the database, what is this server? Database Sachin, right? And when we talk about under this Sachin database, so in the single server, you might in a single operating system, you might have more than one servers. In a single server, you might have more than databases. In a single database, you can see multiple tables are also exist. Can you see? We have multiple tables,
Yeah.
right? So this is the hierarchy. But my objective is to connect this entire Python Jupyter notebook with this Anaconda is entirely different. Here we have navigator and this Jupyter, and you have seen multiple codes in the Jupyter notebook also. As you open this Jupyter notebook, it opens a browser, and we have different environment. I want to connect this environment. So this is what we are doing here, connection. So S SQLite connection with my database, right? So where is it? Just coming back. Just wait.
Okay.
So I'm back. Sorry. Can you see my screen? Hello?
You're on mute.
Okay. So this code is just to create the connection between database.SQLite and with my
You're
Python.
on mute.
Oh, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
My bad. So this code was just to establish dialogue between the Jupyter notebook and SQL, right? So what is this SQLite 3 database.SQLite? When you go back here, so here we see this database SQLite is here, right? So it's a file which I'm going, right? I just uploaded my file here and table created successfully. Can you see table created, right? Do you have any doubt till here?
Can you
So
go
now,
up for a moment?
huh?
Okay.
So now we have like table, and I'm going to write master data set, and this is over the connection, right? You, this is the connection which we establish with connect and database, right? And furthermore, table one, so that will showing all the tables inside my database, right? So these are all tables. When you see player is a table, batsman is a table, batting style is a table, country is a table, season is city, all these are tables. So total 28 tables are there in my database,
Okay.
right? So I'll have to go dive right into the single identity, which is the single table here. Then we count all, right? So let's say create a variable which is storing. This is the variable which will store the rows and column of multiple values of multiple uh, of a single table only, right? For this, I'll take help of pandas. Under the panda, I read SQL, and this is the SQL query. If you recall that query, so you just choose any table name here. Can you choose any table out of these 28?
Um, Outcome.
Out type. Okay, out.
Outcome.
Let's say. So I'm going to write outcome for this query, and will store all these values in p variable. Finally, can you see outcome is having 1, 2, 3, and outcome type is result, output, and arrow. Okay. Can you
Okay.
can you choose any other table?
Claire.
Okay. So did you recall this query? Is it new for you, or select a strict from there?
I remember.
Okay. So I'm writing this SQL query inside this SQL, and then this variable. Can you see now it's spent element. Their ID, word, and following skill condition. 469, 460 are there columns,
Yeah.
right? So and but one more thing here. Here is the catch to write the query. So you will have to put three codes around this, right? Remove or will write out. It won't give that element. Can you see? It's valid set, right? So make sure you are providing three codes around command, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me type p info and show all the ID or data type, then use circle. Let me write another query. Here, this is I right? Need to write query where match with is one, right? Or is I write anything here we do not have match winner not equal, right? See, it's showing all the match winner in value greater than 10. Yeah? 11, 12, 13, and so. Did you get this point here?
Yeah.
Right? This is how we integrate any SQL command in Python, or if you write any other code, match ID, match, or you can write. All right?
Okay.
Yes. So now it's your turn to write this query inside the Python, and you can share your screen and you can write all these codes, and I'll let you know where this code entity, right?
So I open database.
Uh, you will have to.
1 second, my internet's not really working.
Okay, you should.
What do I do now?
or for future purpose, I just download it. I just uploaded that file in my GitHub account.
Oh,
Okay. So
which one?
both files you can download.
So what do I do?
Can you see the folder option at the left?
Yep,
Yes. Can you go to the sample
this.
sample data and can you see the three dot no no at the center, not here. Uh, yeah, just nearby sample data. Yes. Now three click on this sample data, upload and upload that database dot. Okay. Right? And just go back there where you have that. No, you cannot write direct name. You have to give code path. Yes, database, right? Copy path and then paste it. So it would be respected. So do you recall next command?
Is it to read it?
You have connected that file and we have, yes, read C side anywhere. SQLite, and that should be closed. Like query should be closed, followed by column, and then you have to perform connection. Connection will be there. The
And then do I print table?
yes, it means all the tables are stored. They will. Can you print individual table attributes?
From where?
From any table. Yes. Okay, let me give city detail for here. But did you get the interpretation of these commands, or you just writing? Did you?
I don't get the point of why there's CONN at the end.
Because like suppose you are writing query, right? You are reading SQL, right? So read SQL is just a function, right? And we are giving query, right? So how this query will get to know that from this city is located? How would you locate it? Like I can write select district from Ahana, select district from Sachin, select district from India, but where, where, to which reference it is pointing, right? Is the reference like how this code is getting that how this read SQL, like read SQL, okay, that's fine, but from where? Its location is COSS,
Okay,
right? And what is the ingredient of CONN? Can you go back, go up? CONN means we are having all the tables. We have database, right? We have all these tables, right?
okay,
We have s.connect me. We have connected SQLite with this database.sql. Now we are using CONN for our individual query. So wherever you will write any query, you will have to give reference for our read SQL function.
okay.
All right. So can we have a like like no,
Print A.
no, actually this statement should be like, can I have all the elements of this city table?
So print A.
Yes, that's correct. Now you converted my statement, right? So I need city ID where we have greater than city ID 10. City ID is 10. I need all these.
Oh, do I write it over here or do I write somewhere else?
Yes, that's right. So, but make sure you are creating a copy. You can copy this code, but pasting in somewhere else. Copy two lines.
Where the city ID is greater than 10?
Yes. So I need city name where which name is starting from uh, A or B, or let's say A.
Is that right?
No,
Because don't use the like thing.
like is correct. I appreciate that you remember that like operator, but that string you matching string you provided is uh, should I tell you
Sure.
A percentage.
Oh,
The percentage means as many as character or no character, so that would be repeated over there. So number of characters that are hardly matters for can write all the respective name.
okay.
Can you run this code? Can you see and the and Abu? But if you do not write this percentage, can you check? Can you cross check? Will it show the content?
Without a percentage?
Only A, but still it's not showing any error. Rather, it's a valid query. So why it's a valid query, but it's not showing any content? Means I cannot say there's a wrong query or wrong statement. I would say it's a logically wrong. So A means exactly A. Like I got grade. The grade is like A, B, C. So I need all the candidates, those are obtained A grade, grade A. So in that case, you can write without percentage because the grade is having only one character, single character, that column. So you don't need another character out of beyond this capital A. Did you get my point?
Okay.
Did you connect the dots? So when you read only one A, so in that case, okay, can you write A percentage now? Now hit run this code, right? So now if you write Abu Dhabi as it is, so it will show only city ID 27. All right. So let's say you write small a instead of capital A. Let's write small a. Can you run this code now? Okay. So before running, can you tell me the output?
It will be none
Why so?
because there's no city name that starts with a small letter A.
Can you run this code?
Oh,
Right? But it's a case, not case, right? So inside this code, not have case. All right. So can you put asterisk before this small a and first tell me the output once one time and then run this code?
asterisk before.
Yes. So you remove that code. That would be an error. Oh, not remove that code. And you put that
Hmm?
code as well. Otherwise, this query will be an error.
Then what?
Uh, percentage before a.
Oh, then will it end with A?
Both means before and end.
Oh,
Now, can you guess the output first?
will it be any city name that contains A in it?
Yes. Can you see Jaipur, Hyderabad, everyone is having A, not as a first character, but also in between A is also accepted. Now, the percentage showing either inside or the outside. Now, it doesn't mean like at the first position A should be. But when you do not put percentage sign before A, which means you require A at the first position. But when you put percentage, this A can be anywhere inside this.
Okay,
Can you put T this time instead of A? Can you put T, which means anywhere T will be there inside the city string. Can you see everywhere we have T inside this,
yeah,
right? Okay, so now you get the like,
yeah,
right? Okay, so can you write this code like I'm writing code, well, big A, 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 and like P. Can you check in call messages? Will be I have written square bracket P and add percentage. Second one is the correct. Avoid something. I can use
yeah, I stopped sharing it. Do I write it here?
yes at the place of percentage T percentage. You can write that. Yes. Can you remove double quotes? So, but tell me the output.
Anything that starts
That's
with
okay.
A to P?
Commit again.
Anything that starts with A to P?
What about this first A? Everything which start with A and the second letter should be in between, must be in between A to P,
Oh,
right? So I require in between A to P, right? So can you run this code? So we don't have any. Okay, so can you write Q to G?
but isn't there Abu Dhabi? Because the second
Yeah.
letter is from A to P.
Uh, can you remove that minus sign and write in minus, and then instead of E, can you write B, capital B? Now can you run this? Acceptable. Okay, leave it. Uh, So
Okay,
do you want to run any other query like group by, having, where, find, where we have all these queries we have done?
I think I remember.
Okay, sure. So can you practice for this code, and we will run
What should I practice?
all these codes, and for the different tables, like try to fetch the content, and then write where clause and why, write having clause, then write aggregate function, have some maximum. Do you
Okay,
remember the sum that I discussed? Sum, maximum, average, count.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. So can you go back here? Go, go back up. Okay, we have country ID, right? So I want to deploy some aggregate function over country ID. How would I write it? Can you go back to your C variable? Okay, so can you write, instead of asterisk, you can write the count country ID. No, not here.
oh,
Can you remove all these where also? I don't need any condition. I
like
have to,
all this?
yes, all this. So I'll have to replace this asterisk by count, place count, and they give round bracket. Remove that asterisk. Yes, inside this round bracket, kindly provide your ID column. Can you run this time?
Yeah,
Right. So how many rows do we have? We have 18. So in 29, can you go up a bit? Okay. Oh, it's 29. Okay, because we had 30. So did you get this function?
yeah,
Similarly, if you this is called aggregate function. Similarly, if you want to fetch maximum country ID. So you will write instead of count, you will write maximum, MAX. So max over country ID. That should be numerical value. But should not be string or character.
Okay.
Okay. So let's assume it's the integer value and then only you can write the second integer.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope this is sufficient for today for all your queries.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.